Thank you that we come together once again in this channel. And thank you for likes, thank you for subscriptions, and thank you for sharing. Now you can share it. Yeah, share it. I'm telling you, we are living in a season. We are living in a generation, perhaps to say, is the best way to express it, the generation of information. In the past, we may have been collapsed for lack of information. Africa, for example, its development is too slow for lack of information. But I can see everybody today is like journalists, everywhere in the world. Someone take the phone, take the image, take the saying, and send. We are well informed. Okay? Thank you. I greet everybody everywhere in the world. I have got some news from our ABA TV online. I'm Prophet Dr. Azafe. You see what took place this week. Today we're on Sunday the 8th. Yeah? But if you can check what took place in Mozambique. Okay, Frelimo has shown that really there are no more that part that desire the best of Mozambique. They brought independence in 1975. Since then, they are the only one who rule the country. It's 50 years now. And when they discovered that having democracy, not one part rule, they will lose. So since 1994, when they institute democracy, they have manipulated everything to remain in power. They have manipulated everything in Maputo to remain in power. You may recall the situation of Renamo of Fossil Dhlakama. Dhlakama is no more there. They never allowed Dhlakama to rule when he win elections. I remember there is time when Dhlakama won almost 9 provinces. They said he can't rule provinces because this was presidential election. Okay, they went to find the mayoral side of the electorate of Mozambique is in Nampula province. Dhlakama won it all. Central Island province like Manica, Sofala with the second major city Beira, like Tete with the sitting of the major projection of energy in SADC, the Zambezi River with the Kawarabasa. Renamo won it. They never allowed them to govern. Amazing, until General Dhlakama died. They never allowed it. After that, they disabled the leadership from Renamo to be part of the Bureau of Politics of Mozambique. Now you are a second major voted party, you must make part of the government. Not government of national unit. Just to have the lead of the party is the Bureau of Politics, where they don't even give 1 minute to speak. You see, the people of Mozambique has suffered a lot in the hand of Frelimo. After 30 years of manipulating elections, it came 2024, 9 October. I'm telling you, the coming in of Venancio Mondlane, who is the headline of everything in Mozambique and outside, was not expected by this government of Frelimo. Because he was expelled from Renamo, he decided to run as independent. So he created a manifesto that it has never been created by anyone in Mozambique. Most especially giving attention to youth in Mozambique. You will recall that plan of Venancio Mondlane of 5 million houses in 5 years of governance if you win elections. And he said that will target the young people. Young people need to have habitation that is adequate habitation. You see, the best human settlement. And he went on saying, when come to education, all students coming from university, when they graduate, they must go straight to work. If Mozambique cannot offer work of the specialities they are doing in university, they will have to be exported to other countries. Because in his government, it will be prohibited for somebody who finish university and just go to drink alcohol in township. Now, amazing, amazing. Man, I have never heard about a manifesto like that. When come to resources, because Mozambique is rich in resources. You will recall that Mozambique today is the home of natural gas. I mean, the world is succumbing from climate change. The global warming is a problem to everybody in the world today. Mozambique offers solution to that because of its natural gas. You can even testify about that. You see, the pipeline that bring gas to Sasol in South Africa has made Sasol to be the major center of natural gas management of the world. South Africa overtaken Bolivia in South America, who has help from Petrobras of Brazil. Today, South Africa is the major management of natural gas of the world because of Mozambique. Okay, carry on and look to the resources of Mozambique. Mozambique is the major producer of aluminium after Japan in the whole world. Carry on. Rubins, for an example. Those stones, the mines of Rubins. So in 2023, 2024, the 15,000 ton of Rubin traded in the world are from Mozambique. Wow, what is amazing, hey, man. How can you have a country like that suffer, a country like that without budget? Since Samora Machel died in 1986, Mozambique cannot manage to have its own budget. Need help from Scandinavia country in Europe. For what? What they do with the resources? Then Venancio Mondlane came with such manifesto telling that, look, for the first time, Mozambicans are going to enjoy their resources. We are major producer of banana today in our area. Venancio said. And for sure you can see cars coming from Mozambique packed with banana to South African market. Now that's true. It's true. He's speaking truth. Okay, energy. Kahora Bassa Bridge has power to offer energy to South Africa that is struggling with energy. There's blackout everywhere. You can't afford to have blackouts in South Africa. South Africa is the mud of economy in this area of SADC. Even Mozambique, the engine of the economy of Mozambique depends from South Africa. Even potato, tomatoes, cheese, milk, everything from South Africa. You can't allow South Africa to be in blackout. It's unacceptable, GNU, Government of National Unity. But I leave you to judge about that decision of GNU. Anyway, check, for example, the projection of coconut. Mozambique remains the major plantation of coconut of the world that does everything in construction, in cooking oil, in milk, in juice. Amazing. Mozambique remains the second exporter of cashew nut after India. Is Mozambique, then Brazil. When it comes to wood for furniture, Mozambique still have the best wood for furniture of planet Earth. How can you have a country like that suffer, say? Okay, but I will not just stay in Mozambique only. But what happened last week, as I said, is annoying. The opposition leader, Venancio Mondlane, was just having his march, just peaceful march from Magwanin Square, going through township like Huleni, come direct to get to Maputo by the northern part of the capital, protesting and saying then the truth about election need to be brought back. While Chapo and his government are signing a party pack because they talk about reforming Mozambique. How can you reform Mozambique? You don't have people on your side. Frelimo didn't win election. The president, the so-called President Chapo, he goes everywhere in the world. He don't have even 100 youth, 100 young men to support him. They need to take all the people to come to his meeting because Mozambique has rejected them. Then they send the anti-Motin police, rapid intervention. They started shooting multitude, thousands and thousands of people. Venancio Mondlane, opposition leader, was in the top of the car and people surrounded him. They were all hit by bullets, live bullets. Amazing, live bullets. Now that car of Venancio Mondlane has a part where you can go down because you come out, then you can go down and return back to the car and close the top of the car. He survived because the car also is blinded. Bulletski is a bulletproof. He ran it away. As you can see, the image is now in Botswana, meeting the former president, Kama Tseretse, who lost the election, his party, with Sr. Boko. I think he's asking advice what to do in Mozambique. He escaped that assassination. You see, Mozambique, if carry on in that turmoil, you can guarantee the best of development in SADC. Mozambique is the support of interland. Zimbabwe depends from Mozambique. South Africa exportation, 60% depend from Mozambique because of the ports. Malawi depends from Mozambique. Even Tanzania, even part of Congo, the mountain kingdom of Eswatini. Mozambique is the mother of all these people around. I leave you to judge, but what is happening in Mozambique is painful. And moreover, before I leave for other news, President Ramaphosa is doing a very dangerous game in Mozambique. Because in the bombing of manifestants, the protestations, there is a use of helicopters. Mozambique doesn't have helicopters. And people have discovered that those helicopters that are killing people from the air are from Ramaphosa's government. Even those strong police cars we have never seen around in Mozambique, they are from South Africa. That is Sri Ramaphosa. They kill people with live bullets. They are no more using AK-47 like coming from Russia. Now they are using very special weapons coming from Armscor in South Africa. And that is very bad for South Africa to support a tyranny party like Frelimo. This is really a call of attention because if opposition take over in Mozambique, we are going to see another scrutiny of relationship between Mozambique and South Africa. Ramaphosa must be careful of supporting Frelimo. Frelimo is no more that Frelimo that brought independence. They are mafia. They are drug lords. They are bandits. They are assassins. They are killing everybody who don't agree with them. Okay, I leave you to judge. This is ABA TV News. Okay, amazing. If you let me take you to the United States of America. Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, hint back to Trump in the trade war. All products from the United States of America will be taxed 25%. Amazing. Who is going to buy those products? But because Trump, he fought Mexico there, he fought Canada, he's taxed about 50% product from China. It is like he don't want to do bilateral relationship in trades with other nations. He wants everything to be American. Okay, he went to involve himself with the war of Ukraine. He said he wants to solve the war of Ukraine. So they had first meeting 3 weeks away in Saudi Arabia and Riyadh. You see, they excluded the presence of Zelensky. It was just Russia and the United States of America. You will recall that Donald Trump is a friend of Putin. Donald Trump is having a lot of businesses in Russia. Actually, his intention is to lift up a sanction against Russia. He sided himself with Russia. He's saying that Zelensky is a dictator. Amazing. How can you have an election in a country that is at war? Zelensky can call election, but how do you do election when the country is in a war? He is not a dictator. He's defending his own people. But he called him a dictator. And you can see the fight in the White House, in the cameras of all journalists of the world. I mean, President Donald Trump and his vice president, they near hint the face of Zelensky. Because Zelensky said, okay, if you cry for 350 billions, you supported us to defend ourselves from Russia. No problems. You can have minerals in our land. Ukraine is rich soil. So when we sign agreement for repaying back the money you helped us for, there must be guarantees. Now, Donald Trump and his government don't want to do the guarantees. And Zelensky said, no, we can't sign nothing without guarantees. We can't sell the soil of Ukraine. I support you, Zelensky also. Okay. Now, Europe now is divided to the United States of America because the culture of President Trump is that of we can't waste money for NATO. I believe Europe will create an European army that doesn't depend from NATO. NATO is actually moving into its disaster of insistence. I'm telling you. It is moving up to a of insistence. Europe will have to create an army. For example, if there are accord between Putin and Zelensky to end the war, I mean, Ukraine will need guarantees, and the guarantees 150,000 strong soldiers stationed in Ukraine to defend the borders of the country, because Russia can attack any time. Russia doesn't respect anyone. Putin can stop harassing you when you beat him. He's a dangerous man. He does not have democracy. If you see him, you are going to win election, you are killed by him. He runs pseudo-democracy. He convinced people that he's a supreme leader. Now he's running to 30 years in power alone. Okay, thank you to be with me at this time. But this is the situation. Thank God for the accord and understanding between Israel and Hamas in Gaza Strip, that the hostages are being released and the prisoner Palestinians have been released. We are very happy with that. Thanks also for the defeat of Hezbollah, for the defeat of Bashar al-Assad in Syria, and that is fantastic. And we also hope that you see Hutus in Yemen are going to be defeated, because you can't accept that the marital way, I mean, in Red Sea, even in the Indian Ocean, is being stopped by Hutus who attack even civil ships, who are doing trade. Thank you very much. This is the time actually we have taken to bring a little bit of the news to you. Okay, South Africa is going through a difficult moment because you see the soldiers that are helping Felix Tshisekedi in Congo, they are really losing life. I don't believe South Africa is in the right position to waste money with the foreign fightings. South Africa should stop to participate in foreign wars. The news now is that other soldiers were killed in Congo. M23's marching is less than 200 kilometers now to the capital, Kinshasa. Tshisekedi is relying in South Africa. Malawi is pulling its old soldier out, Tanzania out. South Africa want to help Tshisekedi to win this war, cannot win that war. You see, soldiers from South Africa, they are well equipped, but they lack experience of what means fighting in a war. We are going to lose many South Africans in that battle. Nordic Bukavu province, East Bukavu province, South Bukavu province, with major city Goma, has been taken by rebels. There's no way that Tshisekedi will take back that land. They are marching to Kinshasa. It's a matter of time, of weeks, before the government of Tshisekedi falls in Kinshasa. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being with us. God bless you wherever you are. I'm Prophet Dr. Azafe, who took some 20 minutes on our channel to bring what is good for you. We ask you, please, can you subscribe for us? Just give like. Just give like. That like is gonna be. This is gonna make a lot of difference. Give like. You can press there. You say we subscribe, because if you subscribe, I mean, we are close to 20,000 now in this channel, close to 20,000. I'm talking about guessing another Azafe channel. You see, who is linked to ABA TV. I mean, when we reach that side, we have got much opportunity to the team of YouTube in the United States of America. We could bring best of the best. You have never experienced it. So help us to go there. Thank you very much to join us at this moment.